Good afternoon, and good afternoon, members of the delegation. My name is Alfred Sanchez. I'm the president and CEO of the YMCA of Greater Miami, but today I'm representing the children's movement. Though our state efforts, including our rallies in 17 different Florida cities in September, through those, we have become known as the Milk Party, the Tea Party and the Milk Party. Here today, we've got several supporters, the Children's Trust, United Way, YMCA, the YWCA, the University of Miami, and the Miami-Dade College. To name just a few names, our supporters to stand up. These are just a fraction of the 15,000 folks who have shown up throughout the state, and the over 100,000 Floridians who've added their voices to our nonpartisan and grassroots movement. I think most everyone will agree that children are our most important asset and our most important responsibility. But consistently, Florida ranks among the bottom in measure after measure when it comes to programs that benefit our state's children, especially the youngest children. Florida spends only 3% of the funds that it controls on health, education, and other programs that serve our young children. When research tells us, time and time again, that especially in the period between 0 and 5, that's when we must really focus our attention, our efforts, and our resources. And so our state falls further and further behind, and this is taking a terrible toll on our children and their families, but it's also taking a terrible toll on our economic future. Let's be clear that what is happening here is a crying shame, and it endangers every one of us. Our children require, and really, frankly, they deserve better. We must begin to fix this. We must right this wrong. We must start to do this now. Let me also emphasize that what we are advocating is not higher or new taxes across the state. Rather, it's asking that our children receive a larger slice of the pie that currently exists. It's a matter of priorities. At the same time, we're not proposing pie-in-the-sky proposals. They are realistic, and even in this current economic climate, they're affordable. So let me briefly outline our 5-point 2011 legislative agenda. First, many parents do not know where to turn to when they need information and support. We propose a statewide public awareness campaign, along with the development of a toll-free telephone number and internet treasury of information and referral services. 2, under former Governor Jeb Bush, Florida was the nation leader in mentoring programs that connected children and caring adults, but funding has decreased and mentoring programs have suffered. We propose that we reallocate existing funds and a partnership with business and leaders and modest funding to substantially improve our current mentoring programs. 3, enhance screening and treatment for children who may have special needs. That we put knowledge in the hands of the parents, children with special needs can be helped at any stage of development. It improves their lives, and it saves the money for taxpayers down the road. We propose a universal screening program, a simple questionnaire available through a toll-free hotline and internet community groups, along with other measures. 4th, Florida constitutionally mandated preschool programs ranked 34th in per pupil funding and fails to meet most national standards. This program requires a research-based curriculum and more funding for higher quality teacher training and assessment. 5, and lastly, healthcare and insurance. With more than 500,000 uninsured children, Florida ranks next to dead last in the nation, and we propose that coverage of an additional 300,000 children, along with an outreach effort that widens access to the Kids Care program. So the total cost of these 5 proposals comes to about $300 million. That is less than 1% of the state's annual revenues. Everything that I've mentioned and more, again, less than 1% of the state's annual revenues. We have to do this. We must do this even when Florida is facing significant budget deficits. The very future of our children, of ourselves, indeed the future of Florida depends on it. For a small relative cost, this legislature can earn for itself a legacy that will pass from generation to generation, literally. Thank you very much for your time and your kind attention to this matter. If you need more